watching afar on the table. Did you say that?
And you know,
They are trading the
first 5 semi-finals.
But the other way around.
Jericho lost. I mean, it's almost beaten.
But I watched that game again online. He wasn't playing. Wait, he wasn't. Was he?
Talk about the beef between them. We see even on the face. And now
I heard him complaining.
they have camps. They South African guys.
It's like here also.
So I thought the camps are in Uganda. Beef. But
Even
those
here.
guys have beef.
Kero.
Guys,
What do you
too
mean?
loud. Too loud.
Fish.
No.
I put my man for this. Must win.
Still rest to it's 2,000 votes.
Kelvin. I mean, not Kelvin, sorry. Francis.
Yes.
The bet is 11.
11.
I gave the top 400. For the rest, Arch else.
Bring me the money.
I thought it's going to be simple to Arch, so
Can you know if he's the one holding the case?
can you
Is he the one holding the pot?
It's 800. I don't know. So
Who is holding the pot?
I gave Joko Arch 400.
No, if he's the one holding the pot, it's fine. But if he's just holding
Or
the
if
money,
it's one of the
so bring the money here.
I thought Arch. So I gave Arch.
Ayo kanali ari kubata mali.
Ndamuka. But we have Ganda Ganda here. Ayo, you got a man. Ayo, Francis got a man.
Jerry.
Yeah, that's why I'm not joking. Hey, Jeremy. What? Jeremy.
Happy.
Sufile. Itu sufile yini? Mane karachi inkosi please lapha nyawo chichi bakufike lapho chumini.
Yes.
I only play that gets started. I want 6 to 21, or I want
6 to 1.
I want you to put me in a stalemate here.
want the side of the winner.
Nice one.
$30.
Let's give this one.
That's already a start.
He was playing.
And I don't have a clue. That's a double start.
He was playing with the ball.
It's not bad when you lost your money. $25 on the win. I want to take this one. 25 to 17. Anybody 25 to 17? Supporting you, but they won't bet against you. They took side. What? Sharks here. I'm in the race again. But I can't be so much to make the side bets here. Wait. That is the same one.
I just put it one round.
Make the race go. Make the race go.
Bravo.
Now it's going to be a night, but it's small money.
before the message, muisire message.
Muisire message.
Mo muisire message game musatira changu.
5 minutes from now.
Mo muisire message before the match starts. Yeah, no.
Okay, same one is over.
You know what? It's a chance. That's what we did. Every day when we get the chance, we leave up on one side. All right. Chance. We will put chances.
I'm not doing your commentary or you are with Barry. In the microphone. I have it.
Come, Jerry, 19.
In the head, yeah. Yeah, this one you don't need. Yeah, you need it. I want to check my problem.
Jerry, the original Ganda Ganda. Matteo, Ganda Ganda, Matteo. Matteo, the original Ganda Ganda. Thank you for your money.
Yeah, the one who introduced me.
More than me.
When I'm winning my
Nini la? Mambo chinja amecheli Nambodzera nangu sara. Namboenda kwadi. Kana kwenda kucheka baba nazikuti. Iyanga.
Yeah, Jerry, like that. Like that. Original Ganda Ganda Matio. Jerry, man. Jerry, man. I think now this one. Oh, you want to wait? Sure, Jerry. Sure, that's it. Jerry, man. Jerry, man. Sure, Jerry, man.
Segunda, fala aí, Ney. Vai segundar. Uma zona áspera.
Show me.
Even I'm surprised. It's a very good day to you all. This is a race between Kelvin and Jerry. It's a race to 15 or best of 29. My name is Priscilla, Pista Voice. Hope you're enjoying it so far. 6 frames down. It's 3-all between these two. The big boys have come to play. Dry break there, unfortunately, from Jerry. These two are queuing very well, baying for each other's blood. So far, Jerry has delivered 1 green apple and 1 red apple. Kelvin has delivered also 1 green and 1 red apple. It's still too early to tell. Both are queuing very well. At this pace, at this rate, we could very well see a decider between these two. Table open here. I think, well, it's 50-50, but I think red's a little better. It's been finish after finish for the last couple of frames. I think only 2 of the frames did we not see an apple. The other 4 out of the 6 were apples. And it's table closed. Reds it is for Kelvin. He's in a good position to bank 1 red to center while developing the other. Making the game a little easier for himself. Good cueing here from Jeremiah, punishing Kelvin for that mistake. Will he clear? Not the best keyboard position there, but he's very good with his cuts. I think he can as well manage this out. Check that out. Good cut, but position. Could decide to go cushion first. Cut that ball really thin. Ooh, bank shot it is. And bank shot failed. Chance back to Kelvin here. Kelvin Nkandu, aka Mr. FIKOTI. 4 yellows remain for him. Unfortunate scratch there. Free shot and a visit for Kelvin. High five to you all. Santos Abraham, ZW2 Mad, Aston Pillay, Emmanuel Malale, Tumile Clifford, Mambo. How do you do? Kingston Chirangwi, Fundula Siwamba, Ishmael Tetwa, Die Hard, What's up? Mambo Styler, Jose Juguna, Harvard Mapetera, Elot Boucher. How's it? Tava Ranzwa. Shays Eunice, Timbinko Sinkize, Evans Nyamotoa. Good to see you all here. Mubs Mush, Tabakumalo, Alfred Lumano, Eugene Teller. How do you do? I think this looks like an easy clearance here for Kelvin. I don't expect him to miss center, corner pocket. With a bit of a backspin, then should be good to go. Ngosenhle Shezi Lazarus Kumbula Alfred Chisanga Haluz Moses Wenjala. How do you do, Tatenda Mashora? Ishmael Teto says FIKOTI, one of the best pool players now, like top 4 for me, if not 5. Very good and solid queuing. Oh yes, I agree with you. Very good and very solid. Not sure about the ranking though. It's a bit confusing. It's really, I think it's very tough to come up with the fair ranking system If you ask several pool fans, critics, and fanatics, you get several varying lists. But yes, one thing for sure, I think he's definitely up there, definitely forced to be reckoned with, and he leads 4-3. Try more Mufanichia, how's it? Alfred Bumano, Takunda Neshamba, hi there, Evidence Katia, Ntogozo Bukosini, Ethan Chetty, what's up? And Gwewa Simon, supporting Kelvin there, I'm sure. Right, Nyamundura, how's it? Hi to you too, Stephen Chiwaka, frame number 8. Kelvin breaking. Jerry won the lag and opted to break first. It's alternate breaking, so he'll be breaking at all odd number frames, while Kelvin has been and will be breaking at all even numbered frames. Ndumiso Tabete, what's up? Perfect Zikai Niti, how do you do? Joba Tafanto says Jerry to win. Mishak Shawarira, sporting FIKOTI there, alright. Mkosenhle Shezi, what's up? Perfect Kanyiti. Can I get some predictions? Who do you think will grab the win at the end of this? Who will get to 15 first? Will it be Jeremiah or Kelvin? What will the scores be? Care to share your thoughts in the comment section there. Jerry shooting away, frame number 8. Ooh, look at that cue ball movement. I like it. He's fighting hard here to punish Kelvin for that dry break. Can he clear? All 3 of his reds are so close to the rail. Careful not to snooker yourself, Jerry. All right, he's done just all right. 2 bank shots should do the trick here. He's very good at those. Ooh, he even developed the other in the process. All right, well done. He could cut the thin to center or bank it to center, either or. I think it's all right, but no, not so all right after all. Unfortunate scratch there, as he was looking to record a red apple, a reverse dish. Free shot and a visit again for Kelvin. John Yahweh, what's up? Richard Musundiri asking what other money matches are going to be played. None that I know of yet that have been confirmed. But I'm sure you will be informed. Watch the space. If anything comes up, I'm sure you'll all get to know. Kelvin here working at it. The vibe is lit here. It's a bit of a crowd here to witness the action from 2 of our best players in Africa. This is not the first time these 2 have battled it out. They've raced a couple of times. Each time they meet, they are sure to have a dance on the table. Yet another free shot and a visit for Kelvin. I think he'll clear here. Someone is asking where Chandiga is. He is, I'm sure he's somewhere mid-air en route to Uganda. He's flying back home today. This looks easy enough for FIKOTI. I think it's safe to say another frame, 1. Fundula Silwamba says, FIKOTI is officially Africa's number 2. Okay, people didn't wait for African comp for someone else to take it away from him. So according to you, who's number 1? These 2 players gave it a good fight during the just ended Queen's International competition. Jerry lost in the last 16 stages of the competition, while Kelvin made it to the quarterfinals. Jerry had bowed out with nothing, and Kelvin got a $300 cash prize. Frame number 9. with a dry break from the green machine, Ganda Ganda. Hi to you too, Yusuf Piri, and thank you. Gordon Wineka predict 15-11. Okay, I'm not sure to who. Francis Valdez says Kelvin 15-13. Jonathan says 15-12 to Fikoti. Mishek Shawarida says 15-10 to Fikoti as well. Right Nyamundura says 15-11 to Jerry, the first Jerry prediction I've seen so far. Shayez Yunus says 15-10 to Jerry. Harvard Mapetera says Fikoti has grown since the Uganda tour and is a favorite to win. You do know that Jerry has been training too, right? They've both been training. And it shows, I think, in both of them's game. Mtoro Kosini says 15-10 to Jerry. Arthur Nyawe, 15-10 to Jerry. Nklemo Cliff says Kelvin under 9.5. Wellington Chikunwe, 15-11 to Jerry. Nesta KN says Fikoti 15-13. And Tauraina Shemgabe agrees with you. So does Sydney Moronza. Eugene Antela says the problem here is that most people only know Jerry's capability and not Kelvin's. Well, I think many of us around do know Kelvin's abilities. We do recognize that he's a very good player. On what aim is unfortunately, it was a bit difficult. Bruce Bader said 15-13 to Jerry. Jeffrey Nondo 15-10 to Jerry. Decider for Kelvin says Pride Msharanu. They're both good. Hi Tutu Tendai Pararanu. Ishay as Eunice. I am such a fish. But I can beat Peter Chobin. Deborah Webster says 15-12 to Jerry. Okay. Solomon Mabola says Jerry is careless. He won't beat Fikoti. You know what? I've come across a lot of people who describe Jerry's game as careless, but I think, personally, I think it's not careless. It's not a careless game. It's not carelessness. I think there's a method to the apparent madness. That's how he maps out his game, and maybe it may look careless to others. I think it's the hard shots that give that impression. But I personally think he knows what he's doing. Check that. Good putting. Miracle Ngomani says 15-13 to Jerry. Dolph Sam down top. 15-7 to Jerry.
Easy, my boy. Come on, every chance we get, we deliver, son. Come on, boy. As we are coming from you know the story, boy. As we are coming from behind, always. We are too short, son. Come on, boy. Come on, like oh. That's very nice. Come on, son. I'm going to easy for you now, son.
Francis Valdez predicting a Fikoti to win 15-13. Okay. Diba Kepelele saying Jerry playing ping pong. Lulama Woko, what's up? Frame number 10, Kelvin about to break. He leads 6-3. Still early days, still plenty of time for Jerry to stage a recovery here, and with a dry break, can that recovery begin? Let's see. Reds or yellows? Let's see. Hand on waist. Jerry's thinking hard here. I think he's a very quick thinker. He hardly takes much time thinking, let alone executing. Yellows are looking good. Another center pot using the red, be good. With a bit of a backspin to develop the other, to open up the path for the other, and I think the rest is a formality in Peter's voice. Ryan Aventura says, I think he won't survive. Who are you referring to here? Constantly says he says, Jerry, stop fishing. I doubt he is. I think he's giving it his all. He's putting up a good show, don't you think? I think he's playing an equally skilled person. But one too many fouls here from Jeremiah since the beginning of this. A little unfortunate on that. Pride Mshavanu is predicting Kelvin to win in the decider 15-14. Okay. Molatelo Pina says 15-13 to Jerry. Dyson Emmanuel says 15-13 to Jerry. Many of you are predicting Kelvin to win, most of you, but with a close call. Some on Jerry, but you never know. And let's see. Dyson Emmanuel says 15-13 to Jerry. Dibra Kepalele, you say 1 Aiden, 2 Caesar, 3 Jerry, 4 Fikoti. I will assume that is your list of who you think is Africa's top 10. I've seen several lists. Zelam Zelemu, 59 to Fikoti, you say. Riaz Ramlakan, 15-11 to Jerry. Alfred Moy says 15-13 either. I agree with your prediction. That's what I think may happen here. I'm foreseeing a 15-13 as well to either. I think they're both capable of beating each other. They both have what it takes. Ooh, does want to back to where he is.
Another one more.
What was that supposed to be? Kelvin now back on the table for his first visit after the dry break. Beautiful backspin, clear the balls on the right side of the table, work towards the other side, and a easy shot on the black, I'm sure it'll be. No traffic either on the way, but not so easy after all. Jerry snookered, but Kelvin had tried to punt, but it was a defensive position as well that he left himself in. I think he may not be totally snookered here, but the cut is very, very difficult. Masindi Mulalo says 15-13, all right. Miracle Ngomani 15-13. Free shot and a visit for Kelvin. That was a difficult shot anyway. Elliot Boucher says 59 to Fikoti. Alfred Limano, you say Jerry plays an aggressive open game with hard shots. Chances of a mistake are high, but for a player of his caliber, you can't rule him out there. Yes, I do agree with you. He can never rule any of his players out. He cannot rule Jerry out at all. A force to be reckoned with. Daniel Sidus says 59 to Jerry. Okay. Chaimo Mfanichi, I never underestimate Fikoti and Jinto, you say? These two boys have been improving ever since I know them. You know, a lot of other players have been improving too, you know? I also think Jerry has equally improved. Down to 3 easy reds, which even I can clear, so I think it's safe to say 7-3. Let's see. Karen Cosmos, 15-11 to Kelvin, you say? Okay. Ha ha ha, Rachel, baby. I'm looking forward to a race, you know. Anyway, coming down the last red, I think this is as good as down. Your guess is only as good as mine. and 7-3 it is. Some more predictions here. Phineas Chakara says 15-13 to Kelvin. Elliot Boucher 15-9 to Kelvin. Math Oddly says 15-9 Jeremiah. Rufilwe Matsamai 15-13 to Jerry again. Okay. Harvard Mepetera, you said you can give me 5 ahead, raised to 4, but I can't win. Yes, I know I'm bad, but you know, I can still beat Peter. Anyway, frame number 11 in progress. After a break and pot there, Jerry's cruising on. No problem balls really. If he's not a reckless, like some of you want to call it, I'm sure this will be a done deal. FIKOTI 15-12, you say Lisa Kanya. Nokala, all right. Solomon Mbola says number 1, African 1 is Caesar, 2 Aiden. Then Jerry and Calvin share number 3. Alfred Romano, you reckon Jerry underestimates Calvin? No, I don't agree with you. I think Calvin knows very well what Jerry is capable of. And he also knows what he himself is capable of. He can match. He's a good match for Jerry, I think. Good competition. He's down to the black. Looking to record his second green apple, and it's down 7-4, second green apple. 2 green apples, 1 red apple for Jeremiah. For Kelvin, it's 1 red and 1 green. John Yahweh, you're asking if there's any rematch for Francis Mkwekwe and Peter Chobe. No, not anytime soon. Peter says he wants to maintain his record for the longest of time. Sorry?
Peter is always running away. Whenever I ask for a rematch, he chickened out.
You heard it from the man himself. That's the response from Francis about their potential rematch with Peter. Peter, I have somebody here asking if there's going to be a rematch between yourself and Francis. What's your response?
Before the next big comp. Before Mchana.
Okay, and that's the response from Peter. Anyway, back to this game. Frame number 12. Ooh, reds are looking yummy here. Got pot, corner pocket on the right. Developing the red near center. And cruises on. A couple of options as to how he can map out his finish here. But it shouldn't be too difficult. I have a feeling it'll be another apple corded here. No, picking a ball from the pocket is not loss of frame. Rather, it's not picking the ball from a pocket that he did. Doing that, if you stop a ball from going through the mechanism of the table, then it is a loss of frame. But what he was doing was, there was a ball stuck in the pocket that had been pocketed like several shots ago. He was just helping it go through the mechanism. And that is different to trying to stop a ball from going through the mechanism or from potting. So that is not a loss of frame. Still seeing more predictions here. Nathan Siame says 15-12 to Kelvin. All right. Naveen Hari Prasad says 15-13 to Jerry. Fred Delezina says 15-11 to Jerry. Manyenga Isaac says 15-10 to Kelvin. Okay.
I didn't know.
Miracle Ngomani reckons Jerry to reach 10 first. Let's see how it is. Good shooting.
I know what you have done.
I feel like, well, since the beginning of this race, generally when Jerry delivers an apple, whether red or green, Kelvin responds with the exact same thing, with an apple as well. Diamondly, you reckon Francis and Peter are your size? All right. We saw Stephen asking when Mchana is taking place. That'll be in December of this year, maybe 8 or so months from now. Stanton Jacobs saying jury for the win, 15-11 scoreline. Oh, and Cover failed to clear a frame I thought he had nipped in the bud here. Chance back to Jerry. Many of us amateurs and some average players as well would opt for a snooker here, no doubt. But this is the green machine. I think is going for clearance here. You'll find no need to snooker whatsoever. But you know how it is. Usually the best way to defend is to attack. And they're very good at it. A bit of an uncomfortable position there. But anyway, I'm sure you can still cut the ball. Just narrowly avoided a scratch to center. One good long range pot. Should be on the black. And how's that for good potting, good cue ball management, and very quick execution. 7-5. Jeremiah is crawling back slowly. Crowd claps, very impressed. I see lots of smiles and nods in the audience, acknowledging a good cueing. It's 7-5, 12 frames down out of a possible 29. Still a long way away. Only a 2-frame gap between these two. Still any man's game. May the best man win. Definitely good use of our time. Good entertainment here. Good feast for our eyes. And I'm taking notes as well in the process. I've been doing that for years, though. I've been taking notes for years, but it never works. I'm still a fish. Yeah, well, anyway, Jerry breaks in pots. One good long range pot to close table. Oof, that went down with a hard thud. The potting prowess, the confidence, and the creativity. Look at that. I like it. You could use that ball to maybe develop the other red on the left side of your screen there, just behind the yellow. Any pots there? We could try that. Okay. I guess not. Probably has some other way of developing it. Ooh, just like that. So well thought out and very quickly and very well executed. Ganda Ganda, the green machine, seems to have come here well prepared, very much oiled. Ishmael Banda says, that guy is a beast. I like the way he controls the white ball. Which confuses me. Some people say he's reckless. Ooh, that was so close, almost recording a third green apple. His name, but chance back to Kelvin here. A lot less traffic after Jerry having cleared up, well, pretty much all his reds very quickly too. Has made Kelvin's job a lot easier here for a clearance. One ball at a time, one shot at a time. I think he'll clear. Good queuing. Rachel Mbewe, thank you for the 500 stars you've just sent to Q-Pixels Photography. He says to say thank you. He really appreciates it. Guys, please send Q-Pixels some stars. That's Francis Mukoko, the man behind Q-Pixels Photography. Stars are a digital gift that helps a streamer to earn some money. So please support him. He's been doing an awesome job, and not an awesome job done by Kelvin there with that miss. A lot of average players could easily put that ball with the basic shot, but the spin Jerry's about to apply, many of us would then fail to make the pot. As long as there's a clear path, it's very rare Jerry to miss the shot. 7-6, 1 frame behind, 13 frames down. What a show. Definitely entertaining. Race to 15 with a pot of 800 US dollars.
They are showing us viewers, come on, boy. I know if you do something.
That was close, Kelvin. But I think better the cube on than the black hay to drop. But I have a feeling the effect might be the same here. Might be game down after that scratch. Let's see. All balls nicely open. Space for the sharpshooter Ganda Ganda. Abakang Tapelo says Priscilla loves Jerry and his play. I love them both. Hey, I love these two guys. Their play is just, it's just something to be in awe of. Very talented. And I wish to play like them one day. One day is one day. If I was this good, or even half, or even like just 10%, oof, I think I'd be a long way away from where I am right now. Some of the times I can see the shots. I can certainly see what needs to be done, but I can never execute it. But yeah, I'm a fan of them both. 7-6, frame number 14. Jerry shooting away. Good job there. Jerry equalizing 7-7. The score is even for the first time since it was 1-1. Kelvin has just asked for a bit of timeout, so hang 10. The action will resume in approximately 5 minutes.
You should have told your player this boy is dangerous. You know the answer. Come here.
chalk for players of all levels.
Scorpion chalk is the best tool.
Passion.
Return my day. Return my day.
Passion.
Tapeza maji. Zile vitu tamkuru.
But now wait, can we do it after this race? I will finish in no time. Maybe give it in an hour or so. But when you're about to go, you let me know.
It was good.
Because now I'm live streaming, eh?
Yes.
So it's PC is slow. When I start copying stuff,
You see this? It will never change anything because there's no one playing.
I mean it's slow. The memory is slow. It starts breaking. It's a small PC. 60 gigs. Tuda 4 frames. Tuda 4 frames. Je suis winning dans mon classe.
Moi, j'aime la bite.
Passion.
Just hang 10, guys. I'm sure the action will resume shortly. Bulawayo, hope you've been enjoying it so far. Thomas Ando, Heinrich Jean Class. No, I doubt Kelvin is scared. Masate Maridi, how do you do? Agenda and Ganda. Does you reckon you can play FIKOTI? All right. Aston play. No, the match is not cancelled. It's a bit of a timeout, but should resume shortly. Langton and Longwa, what's up? Bosa Edrin. Lwazi Mchotana, what's up? Faisal Sidat. No, the bathrooms are close by. All right, the players are black. The frame number 15 action resumes. The pot of the black on the break, so it's a re-rack. Remember, it's race to 15 or best of 29 frames, or in essence, from here on out, it's a race to 8, as either player needs only 8 frames. Well, it's not only, it's a lot of work. But yeah, either player needs 8 frames now. Re-rack, frame number 15, it's Jerry's break. And a dry break it is. Jerry has a very powerful break sometimes. He really spread all the balls out. Most of them landed near cushions. FIKOTI going for the reds. Kelvin field clear. I'm not sure I can call that a defensive position. There's an easy cut there for Jerry to the corner pocket on the right. Well, it's easy for Jerry. Easy for these kind of players, and there we go. They make it look so easy, but definitely entertaining at the same time. Ooh. Jerry messed up his formation a bit there with the 3 yellows. 3-ball plant, not executed successfully, but is in a good enough position to then take off after this for a clearance if he gets the chance to. A very difficult frame for FIKOTI to clear here. Maybe top left corner pocket. Taking the red that's closest to center, using the one by the pocket to, okay, I couldn't tell there was a clear path to that one. So it's an easy enough takeoff. It's been a nice ride so far, entertaining race. The first frame was won. The first frame of this race was won by Kelvin. Jerry equalized. Kelvin cruised on, took it to 6-3. Actually 7-3. Jerry pulled back, and now we are at 7-7. Both players have Each recorded 2 break and runs and 1 reverse dish each. Francis Boalia, you say you're torn between your favorite players. I know the feeling, right? I often find myself torn as well. Thing is, I'm a fan of too many of these big players. I think the moment you play good pool, entertaining pool, you have a fan in me. One good bank shot loading. I think he's got just enough space for the cue ball to squeeze through to execute a bank shot there. He's done it just right. High tea to Owen Wilson. Bit late to the party, but better late than never. It's 7-7 here. Kelvin and Jerry in a race to 8 from now. Ooh, what a failed miss. I actually had more hope in him potting this one than the bank shot. Anyways, Jerry's turn on the table. I think that would be the first time he's snookered during this entire encounter. These two are very much attack-minded and very good at it. They defend when necessary. It was easy enough to escape. The pot was something else. And Jerry is back in business. I think it's definitely advantage Jerry now. The frame is likely to go Jerry's way.
So how much am I getting from this one?
We have several other top players looking on here. Possibly looking for some challenges. Good finish there from Jerry. Even I can pop this. We have other players here like the likes of Harry Martin from South Africa, Zamo from South Africa, with Timorake, Ibra Sejemba from Uganda, Hazard Lukomwa, Ganda. I mean, there's a huge crowd. I can't even see some of them. Another big player, Peter Chobe, in the house. 8-7 it is. Jerry leads for the first time here. Will he keep up that lead? Or will Kelvin manage to stop him in his tracks? Frame number 16. Very powerful break. But counts for nothing. Dry break after opening up the ball so nicely. There's a high chance Jerry could record a red apple here. My name is Priscilla. Hope you're enjoying the show. I certainly am. Oh, the way they make pool look so easy. Pool is hard, yo. But these guys have a way of making it look so simple. A clearance is in order here, I think. Very quick thinking, very quick potting. Before the cue ball has even come to a halt, Jerry's already focused for the next shot. And it's been several shots since I last saw him pick up his chalk. He left it there near one pocket in bulk. I saw him only chalk once at the beginning of this visit. Like, seriously. At least chalk, Jerry. Okay, anyway, game down. 9-7 it is. What a show, good clearance there. A lovely red apple it is. The second red apple for Jeremiah here. He now needs only 6 and Kelvin needs 8. Kale Moja, you say you're Pretoria's number 1. All right. You should have been here with the other big boys, with the Queens International. You were missing in action then. Anyway, can this be a second consecutive apple by the green machine after that red apple we've just seen? He's on the cruise, taking no prisoners at the minute. Brian Dotto says, Calvin Guy is either tensed or intimidated by the sheer confidence of his opponent. He looks so short of ideas and confidence. I actually disagree with you. Allow me to disagree with you. I think he's looking equally confident, but maybe we have different ways of assessing or measuring confidence levels. Maybe his confidence is not as all out there or not as obvious as Jerry's confidence. Well, I suppose Jerry's hard shots do look confident. Kelvin doesn't play as hard as Jerry does. Ooh, but it's confidence galore. That was way off the mark. He's messed up, and Kelvin back in the grind. Owen Wilson says, why did Peter and Francis not record an apple when they played? Oh, I had vowed that if they were to record an apple during that match, whether green or red, I would stop playing, or rather learning pool, or even watching pool, for all things pool. In other words, it was an impossibility. What can Jerry do here? Maybe a 3-ply double, the center, or a snooker. Cleverly thought out and very well executed. Easy enough for him to escape, for Calvin. He's got a gazillion balls still on the table here, although a pot. A bit different story. Frame number 17 still in progress. Started off as a very fast-paced a frame until that one is by Jeremiah. Has turned a little tactical now. Oh, but not for much longer. In fact, it's no longer a tactical frame. Kelvin can go for clearance here. All of his reds can go. Bottom right, then the 2 to the bottom, to the top right, and he's good to go. Thank you, Marba Chimante. Hope you're enjoying the show. And you too, Marvin. I hope you're enjoying it as well. Down to 2 easy reds. Well, easy for him, but a nightmare for me. Those are basics for players like these. And just like that, down to the black. All right, 9-8, blow for blow encounter now, nail biting. It's getting a little more tense around here, but the vibe is lit, the atmosphere, the ambience, the crowd, very disciplined crowd, very disciplined players as well. These players are focused, serious, hungry for that win after failing to grab the top spot at the just ended third edition of the Queen's International. It's live, it's happening here at Queen's Sports Club. This is where the action is at. 9-8, Jerry to the good. Unfortunate dry break yet again from Kelvin here. I have a message for you, Kele Moja and Matlate Maredi. Q Pixels Photography, aka Francis Okekwe, asked me to request you to please kindly send them some stars. Jeremiah failed to close table there. One of the very few of his hard shots that he misses. Nobs Mush, I'm just pondering over the comment you've just written. A comment of yours I'm just seeing here, where you say a money game is different to a tournament. You know, I've heard that line several times, but I just can't agree. Why do you say so? I don't see the difference. If you're a potter, you're a potter. If you're good, you're good. If you're skilled, you're skilled. If you're bad, you're bad. If you're a fish like me, then you're just a fish. Whether money match or race or whatever, tournament, exhibition match, whatever. What is the difference? Care to explain to me? I think I just don't get it then. Why is a tournament so different to a money match? You have the same skill set, no matter what the stage is, surely. There's money on the line in either instance. Whether it's tournament, there's money that you're hungry for. Money match, you're also going for money as well. What is the difference really? Why do you say some people are good at tournaments and not money matches? I'm yet to find someone who's who can convince me on that. I don't see the difference. But then again, I also didn't see that shot coming. Maybe a snooker that I think I can see coming. Ooh, failed snooker. He wanted the free shot on the visit there. He needed that in order to develop his yellows there. I'm very well, thank you, and yourself, Nyara Zinyoni. Hope you enjoy the show. Maseka Mohorsoa, you're asking what to make these tables are. These are United King tables. Simonis cloth. Nice and new Aramet balls. Good quality. Just like tables. Ronald Subramani, yes, I am a fish. I am a big fish, I know. You know what? The first step to a recovery is to acknowledge your weakness. That's my weakness, I'm a fish. But I look up to these guys, these kind of players, and I hope to play like them one day. I'm a very big fish, yes, I do admit. Although Peter Chobe can't beat me. But yes, I'm really bad. And I've recorded a total of 7 apples in my entire life. Less apples than we will see in this in this match. Yes, I've counted them. 6 green and 1 red, and they were all by fluke, by the way, not planned. Yeah, I'm a fish. Anyway. Ooh, unfortunate miss by Kelvin there. The free shot on the visit that Jerry so needed. And I'm sure he's set to cruise on here. If he makes no mistake, or if he's not careless, like a lot of you like to call him, I'm sure he'll be good to go. Darlington Shakanetsa says, why do I have a feeling Ganda Ganda is winning? I also have a feeling he's winning at this frame. He's definitely the man in control right now, advantage to him. Seems to have control of the frame. It should be alright. And I have a feeling here, awesome cue ball movement loading, maybe for that last the last yellow. A cut to the corner pocket, bank shot. Shouldn't be too difficult here for him either. Easy does it, doesn't manage the pot, but sets it in the pockets. It's hectic here for Kelvin. Many of us would opt for a snooker here, but for players of this level, a snooker may not be advisable. But it may be worth a try still. These guys are usually, they're very good at their angles. It's very easy for him to get that yellow, either cushion first and bulk, or even by way of a swerve. He's also very good with his swerve shots. But I think, it's advantage to Jeremiah right now. Not too difficult for him. Ooh, but he proved me wrong. A chance back to Kelvin, good for him. That reminds me of something I once heard a top pool player say. I once heard him say, even if you know somebody is very good at escaping snookers, still snooker the life out of him. Anyway, free shot on the visit. Kelvin looking a little undecided there. Okay, I think it's decided now. Gladwell Nyansimbe say, we need a recording option on comments. Starting will take the whole day trying to tell you the difference. Care to try and sum it up for me? I don't get the difference between a tournament and a money match, as in when you say it's different. You're still a good player, whether it's a tournament or a money match. I still insist. I'm yet to find someone who can convince me otherwise. And 9-9 it is here with a convincing win. Whoa! I'm shocked. Is that the commentator's curse, maybe? I mean, even I would have put that ball. Kelvin looks in shock. He can't believe his eyes. Oh my word. What is going on here? Okay. Okay, all right. I'm speechless. Totally speechless. What was that? Both Kelvin and Jerry. Is it contagious sometimes? I think these two rub off each other sometimes. Earlier when Jerry delivered a reverse run, Kelvin did the same. Couple of frames, they, both got transfers to the table. Next thing, Jerry delivered a green apple. Kelvin did the same. Then now, Kelvin missed the ball I wouldn't miss. Then Jerry did the same. I don't want to call it pressure. I don't know. Maybe it's complacency. But either way, anyway, game down. Kelvin's won that one, though he thought he'd lost it after thinking he had it. Okay, Osman Khan, you say tournaments have a bigger chance of winning a lot of money for a consecutive, for a conservative joining fee. Money races are different. Imagine playing pot 100,000 K. No matter how good you are, pressure gets to you eventually. For example, Mandy is a good player. Okay, right, and okay. Okay, all right, I hear your point, but I'm still not convinced though, but okay, fine. Because I think either way, whether it's a tournament or a money match, obviously with a tournament, you lose less money, but the pressure is still there. The hunger is still there. Okay, Jaja, all right. I've dropped, but I was still a fish before. Anyway. Okay, I think the crowd has calmed down after that good laugh they just had. And a try break again from Jeremiah. 9-9 it is. I have a feeling Jerry in his head, I'm seeing him shaking his head, I have a feeling he's cursing at the dry break and also cursing at himself, just thinking it could have been 11-9 after that miss by Kelvin. Yes, Kaifas Kubai, pool is difficult. I feel you there. And I agree with you. Table closed, I think red apple loading, potentially, yeah? Gifts Tambi, I agree with you. I don't know what's happening there. But then again, everyone is prone to mistakes. Schoolboy era from both Kelvin and Jerry. Jared David, you saying Jerry was trying to hold the white. You know, I looked at the position of Cubo. He still had a lot more room to let him move still. He didn't even need to leave it so close to where the yellow was. Even if it had gone just past center, he was still going to be able to pot that black. Anyway, I don't know what that was. But moving on. He passed that. I hope the players have passed it too. Frame number 19. Brian Lotto says that Jerry's last yellow wasn't as easy as it looked, with the intention of a positional white for black. I hear you, but for Jeremiah, I still insist that was easy. Not for these kind of players. That was not in any way difficult. I'd have loved to make an excuse for him, but no. I I think no excuse can be made there, I think. No. It wasn't difficult at all. That was a done deal. Kelvin having once again regained his lead here. Still very tense, still toe to toe. They're both queuing really well. Kelvin's a break, frame number 20. Owen Wilson, you say tournaments are short races, so players that are good at short races have an upper hand, whereas the races are usually longer, so players with endurance have advantage. Okay, I think your explanation is limiting to only long races, because sometimes people have a race to 5. You know, money match to 5, not a tournament. And people still use the excuse that money match is different. But if you do put it that way, at the same time, on the other hand, I do hear you when you say, you know, it's an endurance thing. If I look at it from that angle, for long races, I can agree with you. If you look at the endurance aspects, that some people have a lot more endurance than others. But still, I don't think a tournament is different to a money match, really. All I can say is, well, if you're on the table for a longer race with a money match or tournament, if you do not have or you lack endurance compared to the other, definitely you're at a disadvantage. Anyway, Kelvin working at it here after the dry break by Jerry. No, sorry, that was a previous frame. I got distracted, heavily distracted by that miss by both Kelvin and Jeremiah. We are already on frame number 20. Kelvin managed a part in the break and attacking away on the yellows now. Tyrone lottering, it's a race to 15 here. So Kelvin now needs 5 and Jerry needs 6. Well, Telopina, I agree with you. Okay, yeah, you're saying a right percent Jerry is supposed to score it. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we can excuse Jerry for that miss. And like someone, I think, rightfully pointed out, he could have even, if he couldn't drive or, I don't know, compress the cue ball movement, he could have even let the cue ball go all the way into bounce and back up. He's very good at the hard shots. And the cue ball often running around the table, he could have let it go up and back down again. But anyway, it happens. 2 yellows remain here for Kelvin. He needs to be very careful on the positioning here. He could easily snooker himself if he's not careful. Alright, not bad at all. I think bottom white, you can execute that with the bottom white. That will help the cue ball from running too wild. I think he'd be able to get it to knock off onto the red that's next to the yellow. And maybe, just maybe, make good position for a pot on the black. But yes, I agree with you, Sylvester Matemba. It's certainly easier said than done. It looks so easy when they do it. Sometimes these players are way making it look easy. Except Jeremiah. Jeremiah does show you that pool is hard. It's just like some of us think it's hard. He makes it look hard. I think it's a hard shot. But some of these players, I mean, they go nice and easy. They make it look so easy, but it's not. Ooh, just a little more power. I think that ball would have dropped. Just 1 more inch of movement. He would have been fine. This is tense. This is a tricky frame. Let's see Jerry have a go at it and try to clear. Good shot. Cutting and developing the one. I'm sure he's already mapped out the whole table, mapped out his pattern, planned out how he'll execute it. Oh, what a shot. That shot gave me goosebumps, which I often get. But I'm impressed with the shot. 3 reds to go. I think a bit of a drawback. Pot, top right corner pocket. Just enough, just enough to make the cut, and I think he's home and dry. Well done, Jerry, there. Don't make a mess up of it like last time with your last ball. Yeah, now you learned the hard way. Don't try and play too softly if it's difficult to get keep the cue ball from running wild. Just let it run wild, Jerry. It will come back, especially like this when there's no traffic on the table. I think he's rectified 1 or 2 mistakes, and 10-10 it is. Swane says, I prefer money matches because I know one session means I get rewarded. With tournaments, I can't prepare for a certain player looking at the aspect of the game. I'm more of a hustler mindset. Okay, that's your preference. I hear you. But does that still make them different, the two? Or is it just a matter of preference as to what you like? Maybe you just prefer facing one opponent that you studied, one that you're prepared for, as opposed to random opponents by way of a random draw. Dax and Chundi, what do you mean I must be neutral in my commentary? I believe I am. Am I not? As I am genuinely not supporting either of these two. I'm really just in support of the game. Let Paul be the winner, and I'm just enjoying myself, really. Enjoying awesome shots from both of them. I really am not supporting either. Okay, why do you think I'm not neutral? Who do you think I'm supporting? Because I don't know myself. Anyway, tactical frame going on here. On an open table. Players very hesitant to go for the kill here. Well, it's difficult to try and close table here with your choice of balls. Almost made the red, didn't manage to, but I think he's exposed the position here. for a pot to center, and I think yellows are looking a little better placed, a little easier to plot a finish. Lozim Chotana says, if I do know better, I'd say Priscilla is a fan of South African players. Yes and no, actually. You're right, but not so right. I am a fan of South African players in the sense that I am a fan of some people, some players from South Africa. However, those are not the only players I'm a fan of. I'm also a fan of some Ugandans, some Zambians, some Kenyans, several Zimbabweans. I'm a fan of many good pool players, like I mentioned earlier. I think once you're good, you play good pool, disciplined both on and off the table, well, you're in my favor. I just naturally become a fan. So yes, I do have players that I'm a fan of from South Africa and from several other countries too. And these two, Kelvin and Jeremiah, definitely included on that list of players I'm a fan of. Anyway, race to 5 here from here on out. Either player having 10, they both need 5 to get to the finish line. Yes, Ganda, I am a fan of Ganda Ganda, but I'm also a fan of Kelvin. All right, enough about me. Difficult frame here in progress. Kelvin in the attack. One red, a little tricky. You can try and develop it at some point. If he shapes up his cue ball well enough, his position well enough for a cannon here. I think he's already planned it out. How he'll cannon in. You could even use one of the reds near center or the red in bulk, depending on where his cue ball position will be. He's got plenty of options, plenty of ways in which you can plan and execute a cannon here. Even just about now, maybe. With a bit of spin. Kamogelo Soma says, FIKOTI is too slow, guys, let's be honest. It should have taken him 20 minutes to clear the table. Jerry just cleared. He's draining energy out of Jerry. Well, each to their own. Some players cannot play fast, some can play slow. I remember even once having a conversation with one of our very quick players here and asked him why he plays so quick and why he just doesn't take his time. And he says that's how he plays. If he takes his time, if he takes more time, then he won't be able to execute it as well as he does. So each to their own. Some players are more comfortable playing quick, some do it better slow. But whatever rocks your boat, do whatever you need to do as long as you deliver. 3 yellows here for Jeremiah, with his most complicated one being the right, the yellow on the right of the table. Okay, maybe a Apply a bit of spin. I'm potting that one. Bring the cube all the way back to the other side of the table. Yes, and that's done just right. Any more new predictions? Earlier there were several Kelvin win predictions. Oh my word. But you know what they say, luck and skill go hand in hand. You know, as a pool player, you need to be highly skilled. You need to have a lot of skill to you. But you also need a little bit of lady luck, and lady luck played a part there for the pot by Jerry. But you can't just rely on luck alone, obviously. A heck of a lot of skill and a little bit of luck here and there. And that worked. Anyway, 11-10. Still toe-to-toe here. Still difficult to kind of predict a winner here, or for me. I'm now foreseeing a decider here. Jared David, I am from Zimbabwe, born and bred. Spent most of my life here. We are in Bulawayo, the venue here for this game at Queen's Sports Club. Oh, and Takunda Wilson. I don't have a favorite in Zim. It's very hard. I mean, I'm in awe of so many of these good players. That's a very difficult question to answer, hey? I'm in awe of so many of them. It's a race to 15. I see somebody asking there. Loazim Chatana says, Priscilla, who do you think is the #1 best player in Africa? I'll just check the APA records and recall. According to the last All Africa Pool Association stats, that's the #1 ranked African player. Good queuing there from Kelvin. Nice and easy. Yes, Clement the Messenger, I am a fan of Kelvin. I'm also a fan of Jeremiah. Like I said so many times now, I am a fan of both. Unfortunate position there for Kelvin though. Cuba overran a little. He can escape a snooker, I'm sure. I hope for his sake he makes the pot, or else Jeremiah is highly likely to punish him here. Especially having only one ball, it makes it so much easier for Jeremiah to attack. With a lot less pressure and more comfortability here, knowing it's easy enough to defend the position of the one ball that Kelvin has remaining. Good queuing there from Jeremiah. Easy enough for him. Wangani Mimela, yes, I did say it was a fluke. That's why I said it was a lucky shot. Tabelo Semoli as well. Well, you say it was skill. No, that was a fluke. That pot into center just before black in the previous frame. I did say luck played a part there. It was lucky that it went in. Luck came in after he had actually messed up the pot into the pocket that he had hoped to pot it in. Good bank shot. One long range pot in the black. Let's see. Lewis Camp says, this commentator, Atasi, what language is that? And care to translate it for me, please. 12-10 it is, Jerry to the good. He now needs 3, Kelvin needs 5. Basically from here on out, Kelvin needs to win, well, 5-2. Worst case scenario, so anything from 5-0, 5-1 or 5-2, he really has to pull up his socks. Let's see what he may have up his sleeves. Any tricks, but he's good enough. He can engage a handbrake anyway. Earlier we did see him take a lead, a massive lead by a couple of frames. He could still do it now. Frame number 23, Jerry's break. Loisa Mtambo, you know what the stats say, the upper stats. So it's not something I can argue. The upper stats say what they say, which is different, can be different to what fans think, but that's the official ranking. Not a good positioning there for Ganda Ganda, but maybe he can still manage to take off. Soft roll to the corner pocket, okay. He's handling the hard shots all right. Did pretty well there. Okay, in flag on that, my support. I asked Kelvin when he will be taking a trip down south to Mzansi, but I did hear him a couple of days ago saying a trip is definitely on the cards, a trip to South Africa sometime within the near future. Lucky Moshakwana says, Mara, this is so impartial. I don't understand those who cry advised. I know, right? I just appreciate a good shot, good pull, good stroking, and a good finish for what it is. I just appreciate the game and love a good game from either player. For me, whoever wins, it's all right, but as long as they put up a good show, it's all right by me. Frame number 24, let's see, can Kelvin pull back? I hope he can pot on the break for his sake. Ooh, unfortunately, dry break, although seems to be a bit of a meeting there happening with a couple of balls clustered together near the black. Couldn't make for a difficult clearance for Jerry. But let's see, it might be something one or two cannons can solve, especially with those two yellows by center. Well, if he goes for yellows, okay, I think he's going for yellows. Those two yellows in center, he may already have a cannon planned out using those two balls, using them to open up a little cluster there. Opening up won't be difficult, I'm sure. The eventual position of the yellow is a little more unpredictable. Nani Mumba says it means you're not neutral. Well, I know what you're saying, but I'm just disagreeing. Because genuinely, I don't know who I prefer of the two. For me, they're both good players, so I am in awe of both of them. I love their play. And you easily win a fan in me if you're disciplined, both on and off the table, and talented. That's why I'm a fan of both. Good potting there. And that doesn't mean I'm biased, I'm just in awe of that because I wouldn't be able to execute it that well. Even the potential spin about to be applied by Jeremiah here may be a massive drawback. If he manages it, I'll probably be in awe of that shot as well. Perfected cube of position without a pot, which means for nothing. What is a pot? I mean, what is a failed pot with position? Counts for nothing. Kelvin back in business here. couple of options here for him. He could snooker, he could attack, but I think a snooker would be a good idea. Looking at the two reds by the bark line there, I think he may need a free shot on the visit to try and develop those. And what a snooker. I like the way he thought that out very nicely. Making sure to leave a difficult angle for Jerry to escape from. Ronald MNG reckons 15-13 to Jeremiah. Okay, let's see. You never know. Still a little bit of time for Kelvin to engage a handbrake. Like in this frame, has gone defensive. If Jerry misses, it's advantage to Kelvin, and another lucky shot. Well, lucky but unlucky. Lucky that he got it, unlucky that he scooped himself. Another lucky shot. Like I mentioned earlier, luck and skill go hand in hand. And Lady Luck is really playing his part here. That was an unimaginable finish. Jerry pulled it off with some flukes here. Unfortunately for Kelvin, Jerry sits at the top of the hill, but fortunately for him, frame number 25, could this be the last, or could Kelvin win 5 straight frames? You never know. It's still possible. He still looks very confident, very eager, and I'm sure he's still to put up quite a show and a lot of effort at it. Dry break, fortunately, there for Kelvin. Oh, I also thought it was a dry break, like Kelvin did. I saw him coming to the table. I thought it was a dry break. It looks like one yellow did go in. I missed that. Floyd Mawoyo, thank you. Hope you're enjoying the show. It's 14-10 here in favor of Jeremiah. Jeremiah working at it. Can he manage? Yes, Milton Toke. That is Mzamo's voice you're hearing. He nailed it. Mzamo's voice supporting Jerry. You heard, I think you heard either Mzamo or Andres. Good defense there from Kelvin. And Harry shouting his lungs out in support of Jeremiah. Ooh. Good thinking there. Very creative. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone, opening up balls in 1. I actually had missed the foul by Kelvin there. Looks like it's a free shot on visit for Jeremiah. I missed what happened. I looked aside for a minute. And anyway, Jerry shoots on. 3 reds remain. Can he clear? Maybe. Unfortunately for Jeremiah, it's a snooker. Fortunately for Kelvin, the game may continue after this. Is he gonna fluke again? I mean, it'll be too much luck for one man. All right, and I'm back, 14:11 here. Kelvin working his magic here. I think he can clear this frame. Doesn't look difficult at all. Lucky off one. No, Peter Jobe has not left Zim yet. He's actually in the building. Also present, watching the spectacle. These two stars, Jeremiah Naido and Kelvin and Nkandu. Just 3 yellows remain. I think he's all right. Shouldn't give him too much trouble. Ooh. I'm not feeling too comfortable with the positioning of the cue ball there. But I feel center first would have been easier. Okay, he is going center first. Just make sure you get your cue ball right. Right, I think he's okay. And on to the black. I have a feeling awesome cue ball movement loading as well. He needs to make good position as he can't. I don't think he can pot top left corner pocket and bow. There's quite another pocket and well done. That shot gave me goosebumps. I naturally just get goosebumps when I witness an awesome shot. One that I know I could never execute. Well done there, Kelvin. 14-12. What a show. Kelvin working at it. Working at a comeback. Could be decider loading, you never know. Tawanda Ringo Boy is asking, what if Jerry had sunk the black ball after sinking 2 balls of FIKOTI? I think you're talking about the black that, when it sunk it himself when the scoreline was 14-10. Yes, and then fouled and almost popped the black by center. If you're talking about that, then it would have been a win for Jerry if the black had dropped there. That would be a skill shot. It's allowed. Definitely allowed. To be a legal shot. Because he got his black first before any other ball. Anyway, Jerry shooting away. His fans clapping after each shot. 5 reds remaining. Can he clear? Will this be the last visit of this encounter? Or does Kelvin live to see another day? Thomas, no, you're saying Priscilla, you always see a decider even if Peter's playing Francis. Okay, you know what? I think I just like deciders. For selfish reasons, I think just to prolong the action, because I'm always enjoying the game when these big guys play. It's always enjoyable. It's always fun to watch. And I think the longer the time I get to watch, the more entertainment, and definitely, it's just better. For selfish reasons, obviously, but obviously, well, the players on the table don't generally prefer deciders. It's a lot more pressure on them. Entertainment for us. Swerve shot loading. Will he manage? No, he does not. And a free shot of the visit for Kelvin here. Again, Jerry just narrowly missed the finish. And Kelvin is back in business. This could very well turn to a 14-13 scoreline. Mind the black. The black is right. Whew. My heart skipped a beat there for a minute as the cue ball went towards the black. But it's alright. And now he can shoot away comfortably. I think he can clear here. Somebody asking there, the pot is $800 US, $400 a piece. A lot of money on the line.
We are done now, son. We are done. Come on, man. Now it's been easy for you. It wasn't easy. You have to know.
Three yellows to go. I think either either ball to here, whichever ball he opts to go for first. He's a good putter. He can manage it. Maybe an easier pattern though would be to go the ball and park, then a top right corner pocket, and the key ball, the ball for last, in the one in center, and he should be good. Just a basic roll to the top corner pocket, no spin necessary, and he should be all right. I think it's game down here. Frame number 28. Nicely out of balls here. I think that decider may be imminent here. You may very well get to witness a decider here. Kelvin nicely taking his time, going around the table, measuring, aiming. Good box, good wide. And looking to clear. Stephen Telanen says Jerry is too kind and boring, and it's boring. It happens, hey, everyone's prone to mistakes. Even Kelvin has made some very costly mistakes. Some mistakes that are very uncharacteristic of him. It happens. Good watching, one at a time. 3 yellows to go. Not too difficult. I think his most complicated ball would be the yellow of the top rail there. Close, kind of close to center. But he could put this one at the bottom right, make good position for that roll to the corner pocket, or leave it for a bank shot. Okay, plan B. Maybe a bank shot is easier here if he's not trusting the roll off the table for those rail shots. He just needs to get it right, and oh my. I kind of feel his follow through wasn't quite up there. I feel he was really up and moving and walking before the red, before the yellow had actually stopped moving. He was really moving. Maybe he got up too quickly. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't focused enough. But unfortunately for him, but fortunately for Jeremiah, he's back in business. Looking to clear this now. Five frames to go. A very difficult frame for average or amateurs to clear here. Good cannon from Jeremiah, but this is the green machine. Maybe it's not so difficult for him. could as well pull it off. Cue ball moved a little too much. I think it hoped to pot red to center. But plan B, maybe a bank shot. I don't know. I don't think a cut is easy to the top right corner pocket. Maybe a bank shot more plausible there. Cue ball looks too uncomfortably close there to the red object ball. Yeah, he hesitated, taking it to the corner pocket and bulk. Maybe he could try a snooker there, maybe, while potting. Okay. He's got the pot just all right. And very unlucky with these self snookers today. Can we witness another fluke from Jeremiah? Good escape there from Jeremiah. Quite a good position as well, making a pot a lot more difficult for Kelvin there. Trying to take off. Ooh, that was close. Jerry two-faced with a difficult takeoff. Maybe he can pull it off, a bit of a bottom white, maybe. Oh my! He almost flipped again. Free shot on the visit here for Kelvin. I think it's safe to say the decider is here. I mean, there's no way I think he can miss this up. He can't fail to finish this, because even I can. Alright, decider it is. 14-14. Thank you for the 99 stars you've sent. Countess really appreciated. Crowd is getting noisier and more excited now. Bella says Jerry sometimes can disappoint you, but sometimes he delivers. You never know. You never know. He could deliver, maybe, maybe not. It's really any man's game. A lot of it may boil down to the break. Will it be dry? Like open up. He looks disappointed at the dry break. Chance. Thank you for the 50 stars you've sent to Keep Pictures Photography. Much appreciated. I think reds are looking alright. What will Kelvin go for? balls are looking a lot easier. Can Jerry make a plan? Good job there, opening up. I think there's enough of a gap there by center to squeeze through the red. Ooh, the adrenaline. Sometimes I feel I think I'm a lot more tense than the players on the table sometimes. I mean, this is tense. I like deciders, but this one is tense. It's a very intense one, but very exciting at the same time. Anyway, Jerry, 5 yellows to go. Not obvious yet. Far from obvious. But they all have at least a pocket that they have a clear path to. Jeremiah is shaking his head, very disappointed. It's unfortunate. Kelvin working his magic here. Looks like this could very well be game down. I think this may be the last visit after encounter, if he makes no mistake. If there's no carelessness here. I agree with you, Sean Peter. The pattern was a little too difficult. It was difficult, and he was unlucky. I think he was unlucky on that one. That unfortunate knock of the cue ball onto the red sent the cue ball swimming into the pocket. 3 reds to go. It's been a heck of a ride down to the last frame. Very quick match as well. It looks like this may be game down. And hand 10, there is another race that has been confirmed, an upcoming match. You will be watching Hazard from Uganda versus Blessing from Zimbabwe. So yeah, we are yet to watch Blessing from Zimbabwe versus Hazard from Uganda. Do not sleep by yourself, Kelvin. Terry looks very disappointed. I would be too if I were him, but congratulations here and order. Show and a half, very entertaining. Hope you enjoyed it all. That's it from me for now, Priscilla Christopher. I'll catch you hopefully during the video versus Hazard game. the noise. I'm not sure if you heard me. But do stay tuned. Shortly we will get to watch Bibido from Zimbabwe versus Hadzed from Uganda. So do join us in a bit.
Perfect chalk for players of all levels.
Scorpion chalk is the best tool for
Passion.